Alrighty, here are your notes for section 3.3a. In the topic, solving equations. This time though, there are going to be variables on both sides of the equal sign. We haven't seen that up till this point. Okay, there are 3 steps that you need to follow. The first step, simplify each side of the equal sign. Okay, so what does this mean? This means you might have to make double sign changes, you might have to distribute, and you may have to add like terms. So that's all stuff we learned in Unit 4. Double sign changes, distribute, add like terms. Alright, step 2. Step 2 is new. You need to get all the variables on one side of the equal sign. Alright, so that's something new. Haven't done that before. How do you do this? You do this by either adding or subtracting the entire variable term. So you end up, by adding or subtracting the entire variable term, you end up removing the variables from one side, and then therefore they all end up on the other side. I usually like to put them on the left-hand side. So for me, I'm going to put them on the variables on the left. So I'm going to put the variables on the left side of the equal sign. Okay, step 3, we just solve, and that's what we've been doing for about a week and a half. And solving means just basically to unwrap it. Alright, let's try some examples. Example number 1. Here we go. Draw your dotted line down through the equal sign. Looking at the left-hand side, hopefully you notice that you can make a double sign change right there. 1, 2. And hopefully you also notice that you can distribute to 7. Alright, let's do that. So on the left, we'll have an 8 plus 7 times 2x is 14x plus 7 times negative 5 is negative 35. Alright, let's still stay there on the left-hand side because you can put some like terms together. You have an 8 and a negative 35. An 8 plus negative 35 would give you negative 27 plus the 14x. Alright, that side is simplified. So we're halfway done with step 1. Step 1 is simplify each side. We've simplified the left-hand side. Now, let's look at the right-hand side. There aren't any subtractions, so I don't need to make a double sign change, but I can distribute the 3. So I need to distribute the 3. Alright, keep your equal sign lined up. Here we go. 10 plus 3 times 4x is 12x plus 3 times 5, 15. Alright, keep your equal sign lined up. Look a little more closely here on the right-hand side. And you have some like terms. 10 and 15. And 10 plus 15 is 25, and then you still have the 12x. Alright, so that's not really anything new. Distributing, adding like terms. But here comes the new step. So you have to be very observant and beware. But there are variables not only on the left, but they're also on the right. So you can't really start to unwrap it yet. You can't unwrap the gift yet. You have to remove these x's from the right-hand side, and so they all end up on the left. So to remove a plus 12x, you're going to subtract 12x. You'll subtract that entire variable term, not just the 12, but the 12x. And you do that on both sides. Notice, I'm keeping the like terms lined up. I've lined up x's with x's. I didn't line it up with just plain old numbers. All right, here we go. Bring down the negative 27 plus 14 plus negative 12x. Those are like terms. That would give you 2x. Keep your equal sign lined up. Bring the 25 down. And then 12x, take away 12x is 0, so that we've removed the x's. They're gone. We've removed them from the right-hand side. Okay, so that right there is the new step. Right there. That's new. From here, it's what we've been working on for a week and a half. You're going to unwrap the present. The present is x. The present is x. It's in a box of 2 times, and there's a bow on it, the negative 27. So first, we'll unwrap the negative 27, so we'll add 27 to both sides. The opposite of minus 27 is plus 27. Negative 27 and positive 27 equals 0. Bring down 2x. 25 plus 27. 25 plus 27 is 52. And the last step, we need to unwrap that multiplied 2. Opposite of multiply is divide. And then I do it to both sides. 52 divided by 52. X is going to equal 26 for your solution. Okay, so the only new thing is you have to be observant. If you notice there are x's on both sides, you have to remove the x's from the right side, shift it over to the left. All right, let's try another example. All right, here we go. Draw your dotted line right straight through the equal sign. Take a look at just one side at a time. So here we're going to look at the left-hand side. I have some double sign changes I need to take care of, and I can distribute. So I'll double sign change 1, 2, 1, 2, and then draw in my distributing arrows. All right, let's do that. On the left-hand side, I'll have a 5x plus a negative 6 times 2x, negative 12x, plus negative 6 times negative 4, 24. Right before you move over here, don't move over here yet because you have some like terms. 5x plus negative 12x, those are like terms. That gives me negative 7x plus 24. Okay, the left-hand side's pretty much done for now. So now you can shift over to the right-hand side. Ooh, let's see. You could make a double sign change here in the middle of the parentheses. And this is one of those problems where you're subtracting the entire quantity, so you need to slide a negative 1 right in here. So you slide the 1, and you make your double sign change, and that's a distributed negative 1. You haven't done that for a while. And the last thing, a lone variable, let's multiply that by 1. Okay, here we go. We have a 3 plus. Now I'm going to distribute that negative 1. Negative 1 times 7x is negative 7x plus negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3 plus, don't forget the 1x. Whoops. All right, I have some like terms here. I have a 3 plus a 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. And then I also have a negative 7x and a positive 1x. If I lost 7 x's but gained 1 back, I've only lost 6 x's. All right, I know I'm going rather fast, but this is stuff we have been working on for a while, distributing and double sign changes. Okay, here's the new thing. There are x's on the left. There are also x's on the right. That's going to be a problem. So we're going to remove the x's from the right-hand side. To get rid of a minus 6x, we're going to add 6x. Notice I'm adding not just 6, but 6x this time. And I keep it balanced. Do that to both sides. All right, that is new. That's the new step that we're learning. That's the only new thing you're learning today. Okay, let's finish here. Negative 7x plus 6x. Negative 7x's plus 6x's, that'd be negative 1x. Bring down the 24. Keep your equal sign lined up. Bring down the 6. And then a negative 6x and a positive 6x, that's like 0, nothing. All right, great. Now we're down to a familiar problem. We've been working on something like this for about a week and a half. Let's unwrap that x. It's in a box, and here's the bow. So let's get rid of the bow. Opposite of add 24, subtract 24, keep the equation balanced, do it to both sides. Bring this 1x right straight down. I'm sorry, negative 1x. Plus 24 minus 24, that's nothing. That's like nothing happened. Equals 6 plus negative 24. 6 plus negative 24 would be negative 18. And we have one more step to go. We need to get rid of this multiplied negative 1. And I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. And my solution, x equals 18. All right, hopefully that'll help. There is one more example. I could go through it with you later if you'd like me to, or individually. Just come up and ask me. Otherwise, I think we're done with these notes. All right, good luck.